One of the things that you have to decide when you are 3D printing is what plate you're going to use to print on. So a build plate is the plate that goes into the printer and is used to put the plastic down onto to build up those layers. And we have two different kinds of plates here at the library. This one is called the cool plate and it is completely flat. The other one is called the textured plate. I'm going to go ahead and pull a print that just finished out of the 3D printer here so that you can see this. Right, so we have this print of some little parts and you can see that the parts have been built up onto the build plate. So the build plate is a surface that is used to build up the parts on, and the textured plate will give a little bit of texture to the bottom layer of the surface, and the cool plate will give a completely smooth surface to that bottom layer. So you're going to make these decisions based on a couple of things. One is whether or not you want a smooth or textured surface on it. But the other is how easy it is for us to remove it, because we will be the ones taking it off the plate. And if it's hard for us to remove it, then we might break the model when it's coming off the plate. That's just part of what happens in 3D printing sometimes. So how the model adheres to the bed is really important in 3D printing, because if it doesn't adhere well, it can end up peeling up off the plate and falling over while it's printing, or flying off and around the printer entirely. And that will lead to what's called a spaghetti failure, where the filament just keeps spooling out of the nozzle, but it's not going down on anything, so it can't build up those fused layers. It's really easy to pull these off of the textured plate. If I just take this and I just pop it off, it comes off super easy. That's much more difficult to do on the cool plate, because the cool plate is completely flat and it adheres really well to the plastic. So we actually put on a layer of glue stick as a barrier between the plastic and the plate to help it be a little bit easier to take off, but it still has a lot stronger adhesion than the textured plate does. So you might be wondering, why would you choose one over the other? Like I mentioned before, one decision would be whether you want textured or you want smooth, but you also want to consider just how well it can be removed from the plate or how well it will build up over time. So my rule of thumb is, when you're looking at things that are very tall or very small, you want to use the cool plate. Cool plate for things that are very tall or very small, because very small things are likely to just blow up off of the build plate and not finish, and very tall things are likely to fall over. Let me show you what I mean. So this was a part that I was making, and you can see that it's pretty tall in relation to its base size. Okay, so it printed fine up until the very end, and as it got taller and taller, it gradually got knocked loose by the nozzle, and when that happened, it started to spin. And then it never actually fell all the way over, but you can see here that the plastic just kind of globbed up there because it couldn't go down on the layers where it was supposed to. So we just got a glob, making the part not useful in the end. And so that was because it was on the textured plate. So I reprinted the part onto the cool plate where it had much better adhesion. Another thing you can do to increase adhesion is to put this brim onto it. And of course that didn't work in this particular case, but sometimes it will. So these brims, they can just be peeled off after, but they help to increase that first layer adhesion onto the plate. So in summary, when you're choosing the plate, you'll just be choosing it based on your personal preference for how your print's going to come out and what you're most concerned about with it. If you're concerned about being very small and peeling off the plate, then you'd use the cool plate. If you're concerned about having a nice texture on the bottom layer, then you'd use the textured plate. If you're concerned about fine little parts breaking when it's taken off of the plate, then you'd want to use the textured plate. Now this is something that will come with practice and experience. You won't necessarily know, and don't be hard on yourself if your prints don't come out right. Nobody's prints come out right all of the time, and it's a process of learning how to make the choices involved with 3D printing, because everything is a trade-off.